So here's another hard truth about life in today's society. You absolutely need to start a side hustle or take on that extra job, and the reason is actually twofold. First, a side hustle or a second job can turn into a full-time gig that kind of gets you out of the rat race. And second, the extra money can go towards investing to secure your financial future. For many, this was just a fantasy a few years ago, but now because of the power of the phone that is right there in your pocket, it is easier than ever. Now, I'm not talking about sitting on your phone while you're at your primary job and just being a bad worker. I'm not saying that at all. Please don't do that. But there are plenty of times where there's a break in the action where you're going to scroll social media anyways or watch a YouTube video. Why not turn that time from consuming content into actually making money? I mean, if you take public transportation, your commute now turns into a money-making opportunity. And even your lunch break can turn into a money-making venture instead of costing you. So it's critical you take advantage of the opportunity you have with just your phone here with these 4 jobs that can make you a lot of money. And the last one is really unlimited in terms of how much money you can make. So you don't want to miss out on that one at all, guys. It's absolutely killer. So the first online job you can do with your phone is helping out other content creators. Now, this is done a variety of different ways, from writing scripts for content creators to making thumbnails for videos just like this video right here. And you would be surprised as to how many content creators don't write their own material. Now, maybe they put their own spin on it. Obviously, they put their own spin on it. Maybe they give the writers kind of like bullet points to kind of follow, and the writer kind of gives them the full script. Who knows? There's a lot of different ways to do this, but it's far more common than you think. And honestly, all of us content creators, including myself, hate making titles and thumbnails. Some may enjoy it, but the vast majority of us absolutely hate doing that. And that's despite the fact they are the most critical part of getting your video out there. But yet most of us are gonna hate it. We still hate it. And therefore it's one of the first things that get hired out once you have the ability to kind of outsource something within your business. Did you guys notice, those of you guys that are on both channels, that my thumbnails are way better now on this channel? And even my stock channel thumbnails are getting better as well. That is the power of bringing on someone who can do that job and dedicate time to it. And let somebody who has a creative mind, who also knows how to use the appropriate tools, create something great. And yes, the person I hired does it easily from her phone just as well as she does from the computer. And the second online job kind of goes hand in hand with the first one, and that would be becoming a short form content creator. Now look right here at me as an old guy kind of for an example. I don't understand TikTok or Instagram really, or many of the other social media platforms that are out there. Heck, I mean, even hashtags vex me sometimes. So someone like me has to hire that workout to continue to kind of increase that reach and increase my audience. I know it's important to be on all those platforms, but by the time I finish up videos for this channel, I finish up videos for my other channel, and providing content, products, and interacting with my private stock group, I just don't have time to get that kind of content out on all the other platforms. And so that is a great place to kind of insert yourself and do it for that content creator. Even if you don't want to create your own short form content, you can absolutely do it for somebody else like myself. If you deliver incredible, tangible value, content creators do talk. We do talk, guys. That's kind of part of life, right? You talk to other people in your field. I talk to people in my field, which means you will have other clients eventually if you provide that sort of value. And that can quickly spiral into a full-time gig where you can kind of leave your dead-end job or just enjoy the extra cash that will be hitting your bank account. And obviously, hopefully, you're using that to invest if you're doing that right and not spending all of it, but I guess you could, but hopefully you're not spending all of it on luxury goods and other things like that. And if you kind of struggle with that, the video above may be helpful to watch if you kind of struggle with that sort of mindset and that sort of action. All right, so the third online job is to be an executive assistant. All right, I hear you right now. I already hear the objection. How is that done online, Luke? The reality is many business owners today need an assistant and don't want to pay the crazy cost of having someone on staff full time, and instead would rather give up having someone close enough to kind of get you coffee in the mornings in exchange for a lower cost of having it be virtual, but still have someone who can take care of all the tasks that an executive assistant takes on. Now, there was a time when you needed that person to be in the office in person every day, but those days are long gone, and the reality is I don't want to keep an office anyways. I mean, my overhead went down over 70% whenever I got rid of the office for all my employees and went to remote work kind of before that was ever popular. It was just something I did because it made good business sense, especially for the type of business we were doing. If you provide enough value, you can make some very good money, as guys like myself will become dependent upon you to make a lot of things work within that business. And you may even have time to take on multiple clients depending upon the workload and agreement that you made. There's really a great opportunity there to not be the traditional executive assistant, in there doing all the traditional executive assistant things, but being this new version of an executive assistant where you're basically handling a lot of smaller tasks that need to be passed off to somebody else that can easily be done from home or on your commute to work or any other time. And the final online job is to become a non-traditional, small social media person. Now, I understand completely if this thought ran through your head. Well, if it's small, there is no way to make any actual money from this. And more importantly, what the heck does that even mean? Well, the truth is you can actually make a nice six-figure income, maybe even more, so follow me through on this one all the way until the end, because I'll kind of basically break this all down for you and give you guys some examples as well. Now, not everyone wants to be on camera like I am right now. Not everyone is taking breathtaking pictures across the world and building followings on Instagram. And guys like me cannot make money because on something like Instagram, because I'm not freaking hot and I don't have 8-pack abs. I'm not shredded to the bone while partying all the time in all these great locations all across the world. Most of us are just normal people, just like you guys out there, but we all have something that we love. We have knowledge to share, and that is where this beauty lies, because in today's day and age, you don't need to make videos on YouTube or take pictures on Instagram or do TikTok dances to make a six-figure income using social media. You can do it just by sharing your knowledge on Twitter, which is now X, but I'm gonna say Twitter because I'll screw it up. What that means is you don't need to take pictures or make videos. You just have to deliver value by typing it out on Twitter. Now, Twitter doesn't pay creators a lot for right now, if anything in some cases, and you don't have 1 million followers already, and I totally understand that, and you probably won't ever have that. So how the heck do you make a six-figure income without any of that? Well, it's actually easier than you think. I mean, you don't need 1 million followers. And I personally know people that make a high six-figure income despite only having 1,000 followers. And I know another person who only has 3,000 followers and yet is in a similar boat in regards to income. So a giant audience is not necessary at all. You just need to steadily build up a small audience in your niche that you choose to dive into, whether that be finance or investing or cars or golf or boating or even metal detecting. And guys, I'm not kidding. There are people out there that are way into metal detecting and they'll absolutely consume that content. Anything you have a deep interest in has an audience out there for you. You just got to find it. And once you find it and you start building it right there on Twitter, again, no, getting on video, no crazy pictures, no crazy dances or anything else. Just right there typing out some very valuable information on Twitter with just a small audience of just 1,000, maybe a few thousand, you can offer longer form content in a Discord server or other type of membership style platform where there's a fee to actually join. If you don't want to go that route, you can also create downloadable guides, digital products, and even courses if you're willing to at least just voice record over kind of a slick PowerPoint or something like that, so you still don't have to get on camera. But the key to all that and having it be successful and make that six-figure income is to provide so much value to your small Twitter following that they are willing to support you on a paid product that provides even more value. And if you deliver there, the sky is the limit in regards to what can happen. I know personally, I have no issues paying for anything that I feel I'm getting value out of for my money, and most people feel the exact same way. But that right there is the key, providing overwhelming value. And if you do this repeatedly over and over and over again, the idea of making 6, even 7 figures suddenly becomes very possible for you. I agree completely. This system is broken, and this channel is about showing you the real truth behind finance, retirement, and entrepreneurship. So make sure you subscribe whether you're 25 or 65 or even older. This is going to apply to you. So thanks to each and every one of you guys that watched this video and are subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.